Santiago. I'm from Colombia.
I'm Andrea, also from Colombia.
We are newlyweds, and this is my first IA. Later, Andrea will share you the experience that she had in 3 IAs, actually. But for me, this has been a great journey, 21 days, amazing. Nearby Swamiji's energy, it's amazing. It's a blast of joy for the relationships. We make a lot of completions with ourselves and with others. And as a couple, if you are aligned, this is amazing. So I'm having the best time of my life because we are here as a honeymoon, but Swamiji says something that is inside me. It was not a honeymoon, it's a honey sun because it's shining. It's really, really nice because we are aligned. We are in the 4 tattvas. Our love will be like communion. We don't want the puppy love or just romance. So we came here as a couple, and I think this strength bond that Swamiji gave us was amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Swamiji.
Nithyananda, as Santiago mentioned, this is actually my 3rd IA, and I could stay here talking about all the miracles that happen in my life, but I want to focus in just one very specific one, which I give thanks to Swamiji every day. I've been struggling for more than 10 years trying to stop my addictions. One of them was smoking. So during if people can relate to it, you would quit, and then any downside you would start again, any downside you would start again. But after my first IA, I went back home after Swamiji initiated us in a very powerful meditation, which is past life regressions. All the addictions just melted away. It was as if I'd never smoked. I'm telling you, it was on switch, off switch. I got back home, and it's been more than 2 years, and I have never touched a cigarette. I don't even know I smoked before.
Also, I hate cigarettes, so I will never be in love with a girl that smokes. So thank you, Swamiji.
The other example was when Swamiji initiated us in Vaksidi. I would be in the power in integrity darshan, and it's the power of our words in order to create what we want as our reality. I would be so casual in making any commitment. Oh, I'll do this, I'll quit this, I'll call you tomorrow. And then a lot of things in my reality wouldn't work. And I would just blame anything. But then I would get into a commitment, I would break it or just feel lazy about it, and I would feel guilty. After I learned from the Master the power of our words, and he initiated us and put all the energy, we could actually understand and be conscious about the words we are uttering. And now, after these 2 years, I can see how I can manifest everything in my life. I can manifest I'm going to be there on time. I can manifest even my job. I could get a part-time job, which I thought it was impossible. So I can dedicate myself to a charity foundation, which I also enjoy a lot. So things that you can't believe will happen just miraculously happen after you get initiated in Vaksidi or integrity. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Paresh. Yes, I was very skeptical, actually. I was dragged here to my first program by a friend of mine in 2013. I thank God for her. I actually called her last night, and I said, thank you. Very rational. I've succeeded in my life through rational thinking, science, engineering, MBA, and I've read countless books. I've been to programs all around the world, and I've been in the presence of numerous renowned spiritual teachers throughout the world. And I must say that Swamiji's teachings and presence are truly quantum, and they're quantum technology. So the way he speaks actually directly appeals to the scientist in me that understands that everything is energy. Everything is energy. And I've had numerous breakthroughs in my life. I'll share a few of them with you. I started a company that is a transformative company that's all about being authentically self-expressed. And I think that's one of the greatest gifts which Swamiji has given me is being able to be my true authentic self and the power that just gets unleashed from that, and how everything just works. My reputation with my friends and my family is, Paresh, you're like the luckiest and happiest guy we know. And it's true. And it's true. Everything just works. It works. I used to strive and want to make a lot of money and worry about my career and run around. And there was always this undercurrent of stress and pain and unhappiness. And I've broken through all of that. Some of the breakthroughs which I've received through Swamiji and the science of completion and the initiation include, I've started a new company that's truly a breakthrough company that aligns with all of my passions, and there's no distinction between work and play. I get to do what I want. My team says, just go do what you want. Wherever you go, it works. The money shows up, the investors show up, the solutions show up, the staff we need shows up, whether it's at the playground with my 7-year-old, whether I'm at a cafe, and that's just a whole other way of building a company. My parenting has truly transformed. I have 4 children, and for any of you who have teenagers, you understand that raising teenagers often is far more challenging than many of the difficult yoga poses which my yoga makes us do. And we often do fall on our face many times a day in trying to be parents of teenagers. And that is truly transformed, where we have a lot less stress and fighting in the house, and we have harmony and more fun and peace and just love, and that's priceless, just priceless. I've become truly authentically self-expressed, and so I'm doing all kinds of things which I never thought I would do. I've become a yogi, which is really freaky for me to look back and go, wait a minute, you're a yogi now? I've become a musician and a poet, and it all works together. These things do not contradict one another. And most recently, just 2 weeks ago, right before this program, we received a $600 million offer for the last company which I co-founded. So all my running around for money and striving and all of that, when I let that go and stepped into my authentic self and into the science of completion and Swamiji's teaching and presence, everything works, and I'm a walking miracle of joy and the luckiest guy I know.